Your 15th Magic City Classic. What does the Classic mean to you?
Well, the Magic City Classic is it's a game that means a lot to me. You know, I had never really counted up the years, but 15 is a long time. I've been blessed to be a part of it and be a part of some great victories and some guys who came and became stars in this game. You know, I talked about it being the ultimate confidence booster for me as a redshirt freshman, making a catch there over the middle, which gave me the confidence to know that okay, I belong. So it's a great game, great atmosphere. A lot of great fans on both universities are there, and our young men get an opportunity to play in front of a lot of people.
You mentioned earlier today about it being a special game. Talk about what that means.
Well, it's special this year. You know, every year is special for different reasons. This year, it's special because it's the next one. Then it's special because it's the Magic City Classic. It's the 71st Magic City Classic. And then it's special because it gives us an opportunity to play against a team that has the best record in the conference. They're leading the conference in a lot of categories. And it gives us an opportunity to stay alive for the SWAC East. And, when we set our vision at the beginning of the season, one of the things is we want to represent the East in the SWAC championship game. Well, here's how you do it. You got to have an opportunity to win this game.
Last year we were more the front runners. This year we're coming from behind. How does being in the race from that standpoint affect this game with so many different variables going on?
Well, I mean, the game has always been competitive, regardless of the record. But there's not really a desperation, but there's a real sense of urgency. Like every play has to be played like it's your last. Every play has to be, every play you have to be dialed in, and you can't take anything for granted because. If you want to achieve your goals and stay alive in a race, then you got to have this game. And it's a huge challenge, but that's where we are right now. We've had an opportunity to play against good teams with things on the line, and we perform well. So this will be a similar contest.
Familiar foe in Alabama A&M, throwing the ball more this year, but it still comes down to their running attack.
All right, well, Coach Jones and Coach Pearl there, they've done a great job of the balance of their offense. They're real close and balanced and run the pass. And, whenever you have a running back like Kendarius Lacey, who's a big guy that runs the ball well, protects it well, and he's a bruiser, you got to run him. And a good running game always make good for a good quarterback because now you're not putting all the pressure on him to make all the throws. Mason is a guy who can make the throws. He's a guy that's calculated, and when he he can run and hurt you in the running game as well. So they're doing a good job. Their offense is scoring a lot of points. And you're not going to be 6-1 without scoring a lot of points and having good players. So it'll be a huge challenge for us.
Their offense has gotten a lot of notoriety, but their defense remains strong. Talk about what you see from their defensive unit.
Yeah, well, A&M defense has always been really good for as long as Coach Townsend has been there. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to play single high. They're going to do a little blitzing. They've always had a couple of good defensive ends that are athletic and physical. Always had a big guy in the middle and linebackers that can run. Vernon Marshall is the leader on their defense, and he's a guy that they play in a lot of positions, a lot of places. So it'll be a challenge to try to score, and play the way that we've played on offense. But, when you got guys like Greg and Isaiah and Taryn and Ed and Landon Jones and TC, you get a game plan together and you put it out there and see how these guys can, how they can do with it.
What must Alabama State do to win this weekend?
Well, there's a couple things. Well, more like 4 or 5 things. But, one, we got to stop the run. And, it's hard to say, hey, this guy's not going to be able to rush the ball and pick up, no yards. I mean, we know he's going to get some yards. We just got to prevent him from getting the explosive runs where it's 15, 20 yards a run. We got to make sure we control him there. We have to keep Mason in the pocket. He likes to choose lanes and, scatter and get upfield on us. So we can't let that happen. And then, offensively, we just got to be fast and explosive. We feel like we have the playmakers that can make the plays, and our guys just have to play fast. And then as a team, coaches, players, everybody, we just got to understand the sense of urgency. We got to understand the magnitude of this game. We got to be excited about, you know, the chance to play in a game like this on national television in front of 65, 70,000 people in this arena. So we just have to embrace that and just come out and be ready to rock and roll.
Do you wish you had one game left to play?
Oh, if I did, it's definitely would be the one that I'd like to be involved in. I mean, it's always been a fun game, and we've had some success as a player, and but I feel real good about the guys we have on our team, that they will make me feel as if I'm out there playing.
Alabama State, Alabama A&M getting together on the gridiron. Talk about this game.
Oh man, it's with the Eastern Conference title on the line, it's definitely big, and it's a must-win game for us.
Last year you weren't able to finish the game. Talk about what you thought about in getting ready for this year's contest.
It's a blessing that I'm healthy, and it hurt me last year watching my teammates from the sideline, knowing that I could help if I was healthy. But I'm a firm believer everything happened for a reason. But I'm here now.
We lost our last game against Jackson State, but in the last 3 games we're scoring more than 44 points a game. Talk about what you've seen in the offense and how we've been able to perform better in those recent games.
First and foremost, the offensive line is doing an excellent job, and anytime you can win up front, everything else is easy.
Talk about the matchup going against Alabama A&M's defense, which is among the tops in scoring defense.
I mean, they're a well-coached team, so they're at where the coach wanted them to be at. And we just got to execute and play fast and do what we do.
Last year you weren't able to play for Alabama State. Talk about being back in this position for the Magic City Classic.
Man, being back, man, probably is the best thing happened to me, you know what I'm saying? I feel I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be back, and we in the best position as possible. We get a chance to play for the Magic City Classic, and we also get a chance to play for our division title.
Coming off a loss against Jackson State, obviously they made some plays against us that cost us late. What must the defense do for us to be successful?
Well, as a defense, you know, we're supposed to be the heart of the team regardless. We have to stop the run. We really got to shut down them, period.
As a linebacker, talk about the challenge of slowing down a really good running back and good running game.
So as a linebacker, you know what I'm saying, it depends on your defensive line. We got a great defensive line staff, you know, as Quay Everett, Mickey Jackson, all of them guys, they hold off the linemen getting to the linebacker, so it's giving me a chance to move in space and get to the ball carrier.
All right, let's settle this right here and now. Who has the best hair?
My hair better than Greg right now, period. My hair better than Greg.
So thin is better, thick is not? Is that what it is? Or what's the secret in your hair looking better than his?
No, Greg got a pretty good hair game, man. I like his. His kind of thicker than mine. I kind of like his.